With Dontre being out, obviously it's probably going to expand your role.
Right.
Assuming you feel like you're completely ready for that.
Yes, I mean, definitely. I mean, when me and Dontre were, sharing the position, we did share reps. So it just gives me the opportunity to play a little bit more. I mean, it's heartbroken to me because we're so close. But, I feel like I'm ready to take on that role to play a little bit more at the H-back position.
How's he handling it?
Oh, he's doing pretty well. I'm going to check on him right now, but he's holding up pretty well. He's going to fight back and be ready, for the future.
Jalen, does it feel like there's more at stake now because of last week's win that you guys are certainly in the, you move way up. In Adolphus was saying we want to treat every week like we treated last week.
Right.
Sense that?
Yes, I do definitely sense that. We've been, kind of calling this the new normal, just to preparing like we did last week. I feel like, last week we prepared extra hard just because it was a bigger game. And I feel like if we do that from weeks in and weeks out, I feel like we'll have a good success.
Jalen, do you enjoy the roles that, you being able to kind of do a little bit of everything? Do you enjoy that challenge of switching around? I mean, you played quarterback in high school.
I mean, yeah, I definitely enjoy it. It's fun for me just to be at different positions around the field. I get a kick out of playing quarterback just because that's where I came from. And every time they say go in at quarterback, I just have, I have the most fun. Take it to the most advantage I can. Being a punt returner, a returner, is also a special feeling to me.
Jalen, do you think that having the ability to throw, to catch, to run, do you think that could be the future of football, is having skill guys who can kind of do all three things?
Hopefully, it could be, because I definitely don't want to, be deactivated, if that's a word, from that role in this offense. I enjoy that. I feel like it helps us out a little bit, and it's getting, the role is expanding more and more each week, and I feel like, it's great for me and it's great for the team.
Do you sneakily keep your arm warmed up just in case on the sidelines?
I try to, swing it around a little bit. I don't try to give it away to the fans as much. They yelling down, Jalen, throw one. I don't control that. So I just try to warm up a little bit with the quarterback at the beginning of the game, just in case I do got to go out there and throw a pass.
Jalen, any chance you guys are looking ahead to Indiana?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Just like you said, we got to take it 1 week at a time. And this is a big game. It's another big game. Minnesota just, cracked the top 25, and I feel like we have to prepare this week just as we prepared last week.
Does it make it harder, though? There's kind of an afterglow from the Michigan State game. People are still telling you how good you are, how great the game is. They still want to talk about last week's game. Is it difficult to move on to the next game when they're talking about the last game?
I don't think it's difficult, just because coaches, they reiterated every day, we got another game this week. We celebrated the win, after the game, and we moved on right after that, just because we have a lot at stake now, and we have to just move on every week.
You guys are number 8 in the latest college football playoff rankings and stuff. How does that sit with you? What do you think? What's y'all's challenge now?
We just have to maintain that ranking. We have to, we have to go out there and handle our business. And I feel like if we do that, we'll just keep creeping up, and then start talking about the Buckeyes.
Do you feel like your experience at quarterback, and obviously them utilizing you in those different packages, do you feel like you read defenses a little better than some of the other skill position players?
Sometimes, we are taught as receivers to read the defenses, just because you have to know when you're getting the ball and when you're not. So, it does, help me out a little bit coming from the quarterback position. But it also, like I said, we do have to learn that as a receiver.
Jalen, people have been throwing out the word trap game for this. It's a noon game, the weather, Minnesota's win last week, your win last week.
Right.
Has that been thrown around to be on high caution, that there can be no letdown?
Like I said, coaches, they tell us every day we have to prepare like we did last week for this game. So I feel like if we do that, it can't be no trap games. If we go out there and handle our business, and we can come out with a win.
Jaden, y'all seem to be on a real roll though offensively last week against a good defense and stuff. Do you think that can now continue? Will it?
Yeah, like I said, I think it all has to do with preparation, focus. If we stay focused in preparation, we can execute at a high level.
Is it there? Has that focus been there this week? Or what have you sensed?
Yeah, I feel like it just because, the playoff ranking did come out, and we have to stay focused, because we want that prize at the end of the season.
Jalen, are you going to be back on kick return?
I'm not sure yet. It's me, and a couple of other guys have been, rotating in and out, but I feel like if they call my number, I can get the job done.
There's a couple other guys, Curtis Samuel and who else?
Curtis Samuel, Devin Smith, just guys like that. They can make big plays.
When you took over the punt return duties, you have, it seems like, the ability to make the big play. You had a couple iffy moments back there too.
Right.
Just what's the process of, like, when you're a punt returner, making the right decision, you know, making sure you're giving yourself a chance to make a play, not being too risky? How have you going through all that?
It's just being smart, you know, being back there, being smart. You never want to make a play that cost the team a turnover like last week. You know, it was a big mistake on my behalf, and so I mean, that's just me trying to make a mistake. I mean, make a big play, but I have to learn, you know, being a young returner, just win and win to try to make the big play and win to make the safe play by calling fair catch.
What should you have done on that play?
I should have just called the poison call and made everybody get out the way, but I tried to step up in there and return the punt, and it caused a turnover, and that's on me.
All right. Thanks, Jalen.
Question about JT.
Thank you.